It is only when we truly know and understand we have limited time on earth, and we have no way of knowing when our time is up, that we will begin to live each day to the fullest, as if it were the only one we have. "20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bow lines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. The purpose of life, after all, is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for a newer and richer experience. To those who stay put, the world is but an imaginary place. But to the movers, the makers, and the shakers, the world is all around, an endless invitation. So the only question left to ask yourself is, where should you go now?"
Hey there. What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Ali Madawi here with you in a brand new installment of Yup Daily. And oh my goodness, I am super excited to deliver today's message for you, as we're going to be covering business tips, 6 specific business tips for 2021 to rock and roll and finish this year strong. How are you doing this morning? Give me some knowledge from 1 to 10, 10 being the best day yet. Let me know how is your morning or afternoon or evening, because I know we have a few people from all around the world. Hey, Weenie from Sydney. What is going on, Rockstar? Jody Deefo from Florida. Hey, Pam Huffman. So glad that you are in here with us. Do me and yourself a favor. Hit that smash button. That means the reactions, either like, comment, or whatever you want to give us. And make sure that you share this within our communities and your communities as well. Cindy from Denver, good morning. Good morning. Hey, I love your energy and positivity too. If I were to find out who you were, Facebook user, give StreamYard the access and then they'll show us your name. Hey, Betty Andrews, North Carolina is in the house. Good morning. Joanne, what's up, PA? All right. Can we get on that? What? All right, let's get on it. So let me talk to you about a few business tips that I believe are relevant to you in 2021. And the reason I believe in this, because I've made these adjustments myself, and they've made a huge difference for me and for my business as well. So let's get into it. The very first one is you want to make sure that you are focusing on long life relationships. So the reason you want to do that, and many of you who know me, I say, I want all my friends on Facebook to be real friends. I don't want to just have followers and connections that are just for numbers purposes. I want true, real friends. And the reason I do that is because in other words, when someone likes you, they trust you, they want to do business with you, right? And it's not just so much of business. I want to create impact. And if you have real relationships, it makes the impact, it makes the contribution and the collaboration a lot bigger. Therefore, if you truly and genuinely want to keep on expanding and growing, build lifelong friends, real relationships, not just marketable relationships for the sake of more followers and more money. Okay. So create lifelong relationships. It goes a long way as you are expanding in different brands or writing a book or whatever. That relationship is going to come handy for that individual to say, I want to support you. Number 2, if you're ready for it, let me know. And that is know and focus on your core client or member or customer. The reason that is, in many times we tend to fall into the trap of marketing, and we're trying to market everything to everyone or be everything to everyone. And in reality, I personally believe that you should keep the main thing, and focus on those who are more qualified. So start with your existing clients. Start with the people who are already spending money with you. Okay, how can I cultivate that relationship more? How can I give them something that they can upgrade to, right? If you think about it, in a you have restaurants, sometimes they will add another thing to the menu that goes as an add-on, right? Another thing to the dessert that goes as, hey, we can also make a little bit more money if we add this one more piece. I think it was McDonald's. Oh yeah, McDonald's, when they did the chicken nuggets. The very first day, it was the largest to date, the largest launch of any product in the history of any company, because McDonald's had all burgers. They introduced chicken nuggets, and it was the biggest phenomenon. McDonald's went 10x that very same day. So they understood, instead of us trying to do something else, why don't we just give the existing clients that we have something that's going to expand a little bit more for us? So number 2, focus on your core clients. Number 3, if you're ready for it, let me know. And that is, social media is the most critical, in my opinion, in my professional opinion, that is the most critical tool in your arsenal. And let me just address the elephant or the dinosaur in the room, probably the appropriate way. For those who say, well, I'm old school. Yeah, all right. Well, so is the fax machine. So is MySpace. So is the VCR. Those are old school. But guess what? Very, very, very rare people still use them. Even in My Doctor, when they ask for, a note or script or whatever the case may be, I ask, I'm like, please tell me you don't want me to fax you anything, because I don't use faxes. I can cam scan it right now from my phone and send it to you, right? So it is important for you to upgrade. Otherwise, you will be forgotten about. I saw a Facebook Live yesterday from a gentleman that I used to, and I insist on used to, look up to, and considered him once upon a time my mentor, until I found his true core values were totally misleading, right? And I saw him doing a Facebook Live where he is now teaching people how to trade in cryptocurrency, and the whole time is like, I'm so sorry, I'm technically challenged. I don't know how to share my screen. And I was like, wow, you are now trying to teach people how to trade online, and you don't even know how to share your screen. And he ended up literally just saying, I'm going to drop this and I'll have somebody come back and help me. I mean, that is total credibility loss right then and there, right? So it's important for you to up your game up on social media, and you need to upgrade it. Otherwise, I give you my word. Remember, I'm going to come back in your stories or in your history or in your memories in Facebook once upon a time, and you're going to remember me saying this. I'm going to put it right here. Ali said it in 2021. If you do not master social media or hire someone to do it for you, you will absolutely be forgotten about. You will be irrelevant. Might as well shut the shop. Don't do anything. Now, don't get me wrong. You can do everything else as well. You can still do networking events. You can still do home parties. You can still, but if you are not using social media, I give you my word, you will go to sleep for a very, very long time and be forgotten about. It's imperative that it is used, okay? Number 4, if you're ready for it, say, give me more. And that is direct connections drives loyalty and interest. So yes, the timeline is great to, announce something, show excitement, attraction marketing, but the magic happens in direct communication. Direct messenger on Facebook or on Instagram or LinkedIn, a direct email, a direct text message, a direct phone call, whatever it may be, something that gives the personal touch to that individual. If I feel like I'm just being mass marketed to, I do not feel like I need to talk to you, because you're not talking to me. You're talking to everybody else around me. So again, do not mass market to your community or to your connections or to your contacts. Make sure you directly go to the individual himself or herself. That way there's a personal touch. And even more so, you get a real interaction from that person. How many of us will post something on Facebook and no one reacts? But when you send a direct message about that very same thing, you'll at least get a thumbs up, right? It's imperative that you are speaking to people directly. It is just simply a must. I personally tell everybody, your timeline is great for marketing, but Messenger, that's where the money is really made. If you're not working that Messenger, you're not making that much money. And again, unless you are already a mega influencer who's paid the price over the last 5 to 10 years and established your credibility in yourself, that's a different story. but you gotta go in the DM, okay? Slide into that DM. Number 5, if you're ready for it, say, let's keep on going live. All right, number 5, I got a few different pieces on this. Number 5 is make sure you reach out with concise offers. Like, don't just be vague. Don't be shy about what you do. Don't be conniving and hiding, what you do or how you're doing it. I had a Zoom appointment last week with someone that I met over LinkedIn. And someone was like, I'm interested in learning more about you. If there's ways to collaborate, I said, sure, I'm open to it. We had a Zoom coffee, a virtual coffee, as I like to call them, right? So as we're sitting and we're hanging out, and I'm hearing, and he's telling me that, he has an e-commerce platform that focuses on health and wellness. I was like, that's awesome. I'm like, and are you the creator of this thing, or is this part of a bigger company, like an affiliate model? He's like, no, I created it. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I'm like, can you tell me a little bit more about it? So he said, let's just call it ABC LLC. I was like, well, that's the legal entity. What's the actual brand itself? And he says, Amway. I was like, oh, dude, it's Amway, network marketing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Why are you hiding the whole secret about telling me that you are in network marketing? Because I asked him straight up, is this an affiliate model or network marketing? And he said, no, it's something I've created myself, right? So again, it is okay to be in network marketing. There's nothing wrong with that. What's wrong is when you start playing the hide and seek. Now, my skepticism, that was healthy skepticism, is now questioning your integrity because you're trying to hide something from me. I would rather, when I talk to somebody, let's say if you're network marketing and they say, is this network marketing? Here's what I usually say. Are you interested in network marketing? And if they say, I'm open to it, well, definitely it is. And here's how it works. If they say not at all, I'm like, there is a network marketing component, but that's not what I'm talking to you about today. I want you to just see the product line and how you can either use it for yourself from a health benefit or if you want to get some products for free. That's it. I'm not talking about network marketing because the person may have an unhealthy skepticism and I don't want to infuse it. So don't hide, don't lie. Just speak your truth. Let the truth be good enough, okay? All right, that was a side note for you. I got you. She said, oh my gosh, help me. I got you. Let's go into the next one under the reach out with concise offers. And that is make sure that you lead with the product and services when you are, and this is with the offer, right? Lead with the products and services. Now, here's the thing. If your model itself, if you're a network marketing again, right? If your network marketing model is in an early stage, meaning if you have no organization, my recommendation, you're going to have to be a visionary speaker for a moment and let them know about the bigger picture of things. Because what is a good customer that is not duplicated? You're going to be a glorified sales rep. And I believe that you should build an organization, as my mentor and partner says, what's a good point about having a great product if you don't have a great sales force, aka Jimmy Ezel? I was like, man, that's spot on. Let's build a sales force, and then we can infuse some great products from there, right? So making sure that you, if you have an organization, lead with the product and service. If you don't have an organization, make sure that you are a visionary. I didn't say a recruiter. A visionary that is sharing the bigger picture of what is possible and fall back on the product and service. That's what I do. That's what I've done. And that's what has worked for me, right? The next piece under the reach out with concise offers is make sure your offer is more personally geared towards the person who is receiving the line of offer. What I mean is, don't make it vague. If you are in health and wellness, make sure that you are focused on health and wellness. Don't all of a sudden start talking about the law of attraction just because it sounds great, or motivation because you think that that's the right thing that the world needs to hear. Stay in your lane, stay in your niche. Once that lane is on cruise control with ridiculous growth, then you see what is parallel to this lane that I can add to my existing client, members, reps, and or that I can open a new line of business with, right? So making sure that you are doing exactly that. All right. Veteran and still no organization. I got you, girl. We get to talk. All right. The next piece of the reach out with concise offers is include data that packs a punch. Let me unveil what I really mean, because that sounds like a parable. That means document yourself. Don't tell me what's possible. I need what's real. So you may not have the success. In your case, Harrison Kelly, you're like, I don't have an organization. Well, who in your team has an organization that you can borrow their story? In other words, let's say I'm talking to a prospect and I have no organization growth, and the prospect says, well, what is possible? Like, what kind of business can you build with this thing? Well, let me share with you about my mentor and the excitement that he's created for him and his family, and so on and so forth. As a matter of fact, I'd like to connect you with him and or her just so you can get some insights on how they got that success. See, I don't have the success, but I used someone else's story, and now I'm introducing them to you to get some insights. That is the borrowed belief system or the borrowed story that you can use in order to document your process. What you don't want to do is lie. Ooh, network marketers don't lie, right? No one lies in marketing. Not now, not ever. It never happened before. Here's the thing. It is imperative that you say the truth. So if somebody says, well, how much money are you making? Now, I've made this mistake back in 2009 when it was my first network marketing company. It was called ACN. I had a whole meeting, and the person that I invited, two people, one of them asked, are you making money? And my upline mentor, sponsor at the time looks at me and does this. I was like, yeah, sure. I've made that $1,000 already. It was 1 week after I got started. Even if I had that money coming, I shouldn't have made it until like a week or 2 weeks later because there's the delay of payouts. So because I lied, that person got started. And because that person got started and had a home meeting and enrolled 2 people, that person did not make the $1,000 because they needed to have 7 customers and 7 customers, and she had to have 7 customers, and they didn't know all these qualifications. But guess what? That person quit, and that person said to me, and I'll never forget it, DJ, I still love you, and I apologized to her, and I made it right. But that person said, you know, I'm just not good as you. I guess I'm just going to stick to my job. I'm not like you. I'm not a successful entrepreneur. And she quit, and she never went back to entrepreneurship. Had I said the truth, she probably would have still joined and worked the business and had some success and created God knows what in her future. So don't lie. Just tell the truth. There are a lot of people who just straight up lie, who would make up stories. Oh yeah, I'm averaging $5,000 to $10,000 a month. What does that mean? Averaging $5,000 to $10,000 a month? Like your income is swaying that far? You don't even got to talk about income. You know, when somebody asks me, what kind of money are you making? I straight up say, what, are we getting married? Because if you don't got a prenup, I'm not talking about my money. And I know it sounds funny, but it's true. I mean, who goes to a bank and says, hey, bank manager, before I invest and put my money in this account, I'd like to know, what kind of money are you making with the bank? No, you don't go to your dentist or your doctor and say, doc, before you start deep cleaning, what kind of money are you making? Right? So just talk to people straight up. Straight up. Hey, here's the thing, man. I just got started a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, and I'm nowhere near the financial success that I want to have. But here's what I do know. I've been able to get my products for free. I've been able to get educated every single day by some of the greatest mentors at no cost. I don't pay for any courses or coaches or modules. And it helped me with my traditional business. It helped me with my job. It helped me with my family. See, that they call those core values. But tell the truth. But here's the thing. Let me introduce you to my mentor. He or she has had a lot bigger, better success. But I want him to just share with you the insights on how they've done it. Okay. So again, tell the truth. The truth will always set you free or lock your ass up. Either way, you pick whichever one you want. All right. Let's go to the next one. Close with emphasis and return on investment. So again, this is still under reach out with concise offer. Always close with emphasis and return on investment. Don't talk to me about, how cute the bottle looks, right? I don't want to hear about that. What is your return on investment? And that doesn't necessarily mean financial investment. What's the return on my health, right? It's as simple as, listen, I lost 40 pounds using this thing. And by doing so, I'm able to play more with my son. I'm able to run better, faster. I'm able to sleep better and so on and so forth. By doing so, I have the ability, the opportunity to raise value on the return on investment from non-financial areas. Because a lot of people automatically think, what's the money return on investment? Well, I don't know about you, not going to the hospital and spending $20,000 or living a little bit longer is a great return on investment, right? So again, things that you can do. Last piece about the reach out with concise offer is stay away from the language of doorbusters. Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever. It's only limited. The buy one, get one free. Like all those hype. Stay away from all that stuff because it only triggers the mindset of a customer that is skeptical. See, we get hit by ads all day, every day, whether it's Facebook, whether it's regular TV, whether it's flyers, whether it's no door knockers, telemarketers, emails, and they're all doorbuster style. And it is annoying to you and I. Annoying. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe I got to deal with another phone call. I can't believe I got to deal with it, right? So the moment you use that very same language, by default, you're leading the individual to be like, oh, this is like the flyer. This is like the mailer. This is like this. This is like that. And by default, the individual ends up, let's just say, lie to you. And here's how they do it. Great. Let me talk to my wife and I'll get back to you. Yeah, no. Or, let me just do some due diligence. And no, they lied. All right, great. Well, why don't we do this? Give me just until, over the weekend. I got some stuff going on. How about we touch base on Monday and then see where we go from there? They lied. If somebody wanted to buy something, they're going to buy it right away. Now, don't get me wrong. You got the 80% in the middle. They're going to be skeptical and want follow-ups and whatnot. You have 10% who are yes right now. And then you have 10%, no matter what you say, they're going to say no, absolutely not. Make sure that you are following what I'm sharing with you, so you are minimizing the possibilities of just having somebody that's just telling you what your sweet ears want to hear. Now, number 6, this is after the first. So let me give you a recap of the first 5, and then here's number 6. So the first one, we talked about focus on building lifelong relationships. Number 2, we talked about know and focus on your core clients, member, or rep. Number 3, we talked about social media being a most critical piece or tool of your arsenal. Number 4, we talked about direct connection that drives loyalty and interest. Number 5, reach out with concise offers. Now here's number 6. You ready for it? This piece right here, I think, is the most important but least understood or hyped up or confused. You pick the one that you want. Number 6 is reinvest in your brand. Reinvest in your brand. This is the one thing that I've done successfully over the last 5 going on 6 years now. Before my first half of my 14-year career in business, I would get it, I buy something cool. I will get it, I'll buy something nice. I get it, house, car, fun things, right? Like going on vacations and flashy, immature Ali that didn't know what he knows now. Now, I get it. Here's how it breaks down. You ready? And I teach our son the same exact fundamentals. And I'm so proud of him. He saved $190 in a matter of 5 weeks. This is a 4-year-old, by the way. So here's what we do. You have 3 categories to make sure that you have the right monetary behavior or right money habits. The very first category is to give. You got to make that first. So we put 10% on the give, let's call it envelope, right? And then we have the save envelope. That save envelope, that's because we know that in 3, 6, 9, 12 months from now, there will be something that's going to come our way, and we're going to have money to invest in it, whether it's a property, whether it's a business, whether it's, the financial investments, whether it's a car that just went out, whatever it may be, right? The save category. So you put in there 40%. Okay. And then, so you're at 50% right now. And then you have the last piece. That's the spend. You can go ahead and keep that 50% to yourself. So we only operate on half of the money that we make as far as paying bills, as far as eating, as far as going out and whatnot. But 50%, 10% of it is the give. 40% of it is the save for whenever something goes cray-cray, or we know that we need to invest in a business or what have you. But doing so allows you to reinvest right back on your brand. My wife helps me budget ourselves every 90 days. So every 90 days, I'm like, okay, what did we do last 3 months? Out of that, here's the 10, here's the 40. Okay, cool. So that gives me an idea of what I'm able to spend on my business. So out of the save, I'm going to take a little bit of money and get an updated website, an updated funnel, an updated system, updated whatever it may be, virtual assistant, digital team, whatever the case may be. And that helps us 100% always stay afloat. But if you're living on 50% of your income, you're never having to worry about a bad day. You never have to worry about what they call it, a rainy day, right? Every day is sunny if you are prepared for greatness not problems, no issues. It's greatness. Flat tire, no problem. I was planning on you, right? Business loss, no problem. I was planning on you. Like all those different things that could happen, good or bad, you're already prepared for them. The problem is we're egotistic human beings. And our ego says, what do you mean? Save 40% of my money and live on 50%. I got it. I'm going to go live my life. We only live once. YOLO, baby. That's not the way to do it. That is not the way to do it at all. You want to make sure that you are reinvesting in yourself, your family, and your business every 90 days. And that's what we do. That's what we have done. And that's what continue to help us grow on an ongoing basis. I hope that these 6 tips of growing a business in 2021 have been very helpful for you. Do me a favor, in the comment, let me know what was the most impactful nugget or nuggets that you've received out of this Yup Daily. And then keep in mind, tonight, I got a good one for you. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This guy right here, along with the one and only Gina Easton, Secret of a Mompreneur, we're going to be starting a business solutions series every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. And every Tuesday, there will be different speakers, and we're just going to be giving you a whole lot of value. If you think that this 25 minutes was impactful for you, imagine when we spend an hour together later on tonight. So if you want to be part of that, let me know in the comment. Hey, Ali, I need that link, and we're going to hook you up with the information so you can get part of our 100% complimentary webinar on all things business solutions. And I appreciate and thank each and every one of you. And until next time, peace out, everybody. I appreciate you, Jody. I appreciate you, Joanne. I appreciate you, Jody, again, and Betty Andrews again, and Harrison Kelly. You are amazing. We got you. We got you. We got you. See y'all. See y'all. See y'all. Have a good day, everybody.